Hello, my name is Kaylee Marks. I am an elementary education major, and this is my large classroom floor plan presentation for ER 402. This is an image of our large classroom floor plan. I have my dramatic play center and block center in the very top left corner. I have my science center and my math and manipulative center in the very bottom left corner. I have my writing center that includes flexible seating and a table in the very bottom middle of the PDF. And then in the very bottom right, I have my books and reading center. In the top right, I have my art center that has easy access to a sink, a variety of different art materials. I have an art display for the students' work. And then I have an art easel for children to easily create their art. And then in the middle of our PDF, we have the Music and Dance Center, the Listening Center, and the Large Motor Center. The Manipulative and Math Center is crucial for children to increase their small motor coordination. The environment for this center is self-directed because using manipulatives allows students to explore and create their own understanding of numbers, shapes, patterns, etc. Children need to manipulate physical objects in their environment in order to provide their brains with the sensory stimuli necessary to form logical thought. If you look at the picture, at the very top left corner, I have number recognition using yarn numbers. Students will draw the numbers with glue and then form the numbers with yarn to practice their number recognition. Then I also have a sort using color jars. Students will be given a variety of different manipulatives, and they will have to sort them by color. And then in the middle of my poster board, I have a gumball bingo dots, which is used for number recognition to help children remember how to write their numbers. And it also includes a 10 frame. It just shows them how to count on a 10 frame. In the top right-hand corner, I have building shapes. Students will be given a variety of different popsicle sticks in order to create different shapes. And then the last activity that I have on my poster board is block mats. Children will be given a variety of different manipulatives, and they will have to create the different patterns using those manipulatives. Next, I have the Science Center. A science center is crucial for young children to acquire knowledge through self-discovery. The center should be based on sensory exploration through the 5 senses. The Science Center will have flexible seating to promote exploration of sensory activities. The layout will resemble a laboratory that uses sensory, discovery, and environment materials. If you'll look at the picture, I have a variety of different activities that will be included in the Science Center. I have magnetic discovery. Students will be given a muffin tin and a magnet, and they will discover things that are magnetic. Next, I have matching color cues. You can find these at a variety of different home improvement stores, and students will be given a variety of different colors, and they will have to match the color hues together. And then in the middle, I have the seasons of the year. Students will have to cut and paste and match each season to the weather and the temperature. And then I have the sorting weather cards, which is just an activity for children to recognize the different types of weather. Then I have a tissue box sensory bin. There will be a variety of different materials in these tissue boxes, and students will have to determine what is inside of each bin. Next, I have the Books and Reading Center. A book center is beneficial for children to develop skills such as basic language and increase children's vocabulary skills. This center should have a variety of materials for children to choose from, such as puppets, storytelling props, felt, and magnetic boards. The use of props in a book center are for children to retell stories or practice reading without the teacher's assistance. If you look at the picture, there is a variety of different flexible seating that is offered to the children. There is a rack that has a variety of different books for the children to choose from and to read at their own pace. Next, I have the block center. The block center should be planned in a way that children can play and complete activities on their own. The materials in this block center will be set up in a way that each item is easily accessible to the children. The block center will include a variety of materials that are interesting to the children with a variety of shapes and sizes of blocks to choose from, including squares, rectangles, triangles, curved and various shaped wooden blocks. If you look at the picture, there is a rug that is shaped out like a road. Children can build cars, they can build a variety of different buildings, they can build castles, just anything that really interests them. Next, I have the Art Center. The Art Center should be set up in a way that the children can access all the materials and create art on their own. Materials to make art will be provided on the easel that includes paper, paint, paintbrushes, paint smocks, scissors, glue, crayons, pencils, markers, chalk, stamps, stamp pads, tissue paper, yarn, shapes, and pipe cleaners. The Art Center is an important part of helping young children develop and express creativity in the preschool classroom. If you look at the picture that I have provided, you will see an art easel, a table for children to create. This is just an easy, accessible area for children to have free range over their creativity. Next, we have the Dramatic Play Center. The Dramatic Play Center is a wonderful way for children to expand their creativity as well as their social skills with other children. The significance of this center is for children to learn and develop social skills and their ability to make choices for themselves based upon their own thinking. This setup allows children the option to play dress up with different costumes, or they can play with a toy kitchen that is equipped with accessories identical to a real kitchen, allowing them to use their creativity and imagination. If you look at the picture that I have provided, it shows a variety of different kitchen supplies. It shows a table. It is really just set up as a replica of a real world environment for children to role play. Next, we have the Writing Center. The Writing Center gives the children the opportunity to practice their writing skills by learning how to write their name and names of other things around them. It is self-directed in that the children will be responsible for choosing each worksheet one at a time and work independently to practice their fine motor skills. The children will be able to practice writing the letters of the alphabet and different numbers on tracing worksheets curated for the specific age group in the classroom. If you look at the picture that is provided, there are a variety of different materials that are strategically placed in the Writing Center for children to use to practice writing numbers and letters. Next, we have the Listening Center. The Listening Center is beneficial to children in their development because they can listen to their stories and follow along as the recordings play. The students will have their own chair, headphones, a book to follow along, and a paper to draw on. The most significant thing about the Listening Center is that students are gaining meaning of unfamiliar words and expanding their vocabulary. The picture to the right just gives a quick depiction of what a listening center should look like. The children will be provided with headphones and books in their own pockets, just so that they can listen and explore books as they learn to read. Next, we have the Music and Dance Center. The Music and Dance Center is used to help the children to have the experience to express emotions and ideas to support their learning. This center is developmentally appropriate because the teacher is teaching the student fun ways to enjoy music and encourage them to dance. The self-directed role for the Music and Dance Center is for children to express their emotions through movement. If you look at the picture that I have provided, you will notice a variety of different instruments that are strategically placed around the Music and Dance Center. There is a mat in the middle of the Music and Dance Center that is used for children to dance on and just explore the movements of their bodies. And last but not least, we have the Large Motor Center. The developmental aspect of implementing play and exercising to include 1 hour of play each day will strengthen large motor skills. Physical development is influenced by biological growth, and the teachers need to be intentional in promoting children's physical development. A self-directed approach to the learning environment will ensure a safe environment for children to become independent. If you look at the picture that I have provided, you will find a variety of large toys that children can explore and play on their own.